Welcome to the 5th module of the Grassroots webinar. In the first module, we presented an overview of the WBSC, the Coach Commission Project, and the role of the coach at the entry level. In the second module, we went through the proper way to warm up, as well as the correct fundamentals when catching and throwing a ball. In the third module, we covered fielding ground balls and catching fly balls, while in the fourth module, we went through the offensive part of the game, hitting and running the bases. The focus of the fifth module will be the application of everything covered in the previous modules through the game of mini baseball. To introduce mini baseball, let's watch a short promotional video. The video doesn't explain the rules or show the game, but after watching it, you will understand even more why you are following this webinar and the excitement of teaching a new discipline to the children.
Me llamo Rosalinda, soy dominicana. A mí me gusta jugar al béisbol. En el futuro quiero ir a las mayores y conseguir tantos hits como Cano.
僕の名前は高弘、福岡から来た。僕のスターは鈴木一郎。鈴木一郎はすごい。僕の夢は一郎みたいに大リーグのグラウンドに立つことです。
我来自台湾，我叫张博涵，我的偶像是王建民，我想跟他一样，在投手球三振别人。
My name is Emily. I'm from New York. I enjoy being on the baseball field. I want to be a top shortstop like Dieter.
我是毛永乐，来自北京。我最喜欢打棒球。我想跟我的偶像张宝树一样，穿中国队的球衣。
Let's discuss specific details in regards to mini baseball. When introducing the game of mini baseball, we focus on two main points. First, raise awareness, knowledge, and passion for baseball and softball so that it becomes widespread in countries where the game is not currently practiced as a regular sport. Second, offer teachers an educational tool to achieve school objectives using a sport that presents the perfect features for good practice at a school level. In terms of equipment, as you can see, the WBSC starter kit includes a rubber bat, a batting tee, gloves, sponge balls of different sizes, a home plate, and 3 bases. This exact kit is not mandatory to start mini baseball, as you can adapt based upon the equipment that is available to you. We have divided the game of mini baseball into 3 phases. A progression that follows the technical development of the children in terms of skills. Phase number 1 has the goal to hit, run, and score runs, which means excitement for the kids. We will now watch a video featuring kids playing according to the Phase 1 rules. Please understand that these children are real players who already know the dynamics of the game, so do not become intimidated at your initial attempts to play mini baseball if your kids do not play the same way initially. First off, we need to create a playing field and then split the children into 2 teams of even numbers and create a lineup, giving the kids a number from 1 to the last kid. The players of the team on offense should hit the ball off the tee and run, touching all of the bases, first, second, third, and home plate in order to score a run. The team on defense is spread out, starting after the base path line, and must collect the ball and throw it to the catcher, who plays behind home plate. If the player on offense is able to run around the bases and reach home before the catcher in possession of the ball touches home plate, the team on offense scores 1 run. Vice versa, if the catcher touches home plate with possession of the batted ball before the runner does, the batter is out and no run is scored. It doesn't matter if the defense catches a fly ball in the air before it touches the ground. The ball is still in play and must be thrown to the catcher. After every player on offense gets a turn to bat, the offense and defense switch roles to allow for both teams to bat like in a real baseball game. When on offense, the team will have to follow the lineup that was established at the beginning of the game. For example, when player number 1 is hitting, player number 1 on the defensive team will be the catcher, and so on. Each time both teams have completed their turn at bat, this makes 1 inning. The coach can then decide how many innings should be played. In terms of the dimension of the field, in phase 1, we really want the kids to score runs and be happy. Remember that excitement is the goal, and nobody is excited to make an out. With that said, we try to keep the infield square as short as possible, with a good distance in between bases being between 8 and 10 meters. Moving into phase number 2, the goal is to teach the players the real defensive positions of baseball and softball. Let's watch the video and look at the new dynamic of the game. The lineups are still created in the same way that they were created in phase 1, with all kids receiving a number in order from 1 until the last player counted on the roster. As the kids play mini baseball and their ability to catch and throw improves, making it increasingly harder for a batter to make their way all the way around the bases before the catcher receives the batted ball, we must introduce a new rule. The hitters can stop on one of the bases without being out. If the available playing ground allows, we can increase the distance between the bases, moving the distance to 12 meters. The defenders now place in the regular baseball and softball positions with the catcher, pitcher, 4 infielders, and as many outfielders as the remaining kids on the team must always collect and throw the ball to the catcher, the same way as phase 1, while the hitters may, depending on the hit, stop on one of the bases and wait for the following teammate's hit to advance through the bases until home plate. When the ball is caught by the catcher who touches home plate, all the runners who are in contact with the bases are considered safe and can therefore stay in play, while the runners that are caught between bases are called out. Only one runner can stay on a base, and the trailing runner cannot overtake the runner in front. If a ball is caught in the air, the batter is automatically out, and the runners return to the base they were at. Regarding the defense, the players will rotate after every batter. As we said for phase 1, when the first batter on the offense team is hitting, the number 1 player on the defensive team is catching. Then number 2 starts at the pitcher, number 3 is the first baseman, number 4 plays second base, number 5 is the shortstop, number 6 is the third baseman, and then number 7 until the last kid on the team round out the outfield, from left field to right field. After every play, kids will rotate and replace the teammate that comes before them in the numerical order. To increase the difficulty for hitters, the tee can be removed. Batters can no longer hit the ball off of the tee, must hit the ball that is thrown by the coach from a short distance. Changes can be made in different ways. For instance, the defending team can hit after 3 outs. This involves a different kind of effort from the fielders, as if they want to go at bat and score runs, they do not have to wait for all of the entire offense to complete their turn. But this depends on their skill. The sooner they make 3 outs, the sooner they go to bat. Now that the players know the offensive dynamic and the proper defensive positions, it's time to teach how a real game is played. Let's watch the video of phase 3. To guarantee the necessary balance between defense and offense, it is necessary to increase the possibilities for the defense. The offense will play within the same dynamics outlined in phase 2, but now the defensive players that fields the ball can throw to the base where the runner is forced to run. If the teammate that catches the ball steps on the base before the runner is called out. Or if a defensive player holding the ball is able to catch the runner when not on a base, the runner is out. On a fly ball that is caught, if the runner doesn't return to the base he or she was at, and the defensive player throws the ball to their teammate and then steps on the base, the runner is out. This variation introduces a tactical decision for the defenders, as they no longer have to perform just one simple function to get the ball and throw it home. Now they have to decide which base to throw to, and the player at each base has to be ready to catch the throw from whichever teammate fielded the ball. This means that if you are not fielding the ball, you need to find a base to cover. Everybody should be moving around to help. These tactical decisions should not be suggested, or worse, set by the coach. They are best learned through discovery by the kids, who work together as a team, meaning that the solutions the team comes up with are their own. The wide range of variations of the same game provides coaches with the rules that are suitable for all physical and mental abilities of children, while maintaining the most important aspect of the game, that baseball and softball is a fun activity for all children. The 5th module of the Grassroots webinar has come to a close. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, it's game time.